How we doing today, guys? It's Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. And I have to admit, I am a bit of fanboy for Senator Rand Paul. I really like his very much more libertarian-leaning aspects of views on Republican policies and topics. And he also has no problem telling you exactly how it is, and when he gets his eyes set on you, the man's coming for you. And I absolutely love that. He is like a dog with a bone that will just not let go. And unfortunately for Anthony Fauci, that's exactly who he's going after still. And it continues on, going directly after his funding. So let's check out this article from The Blaze. Senator Rand Paul proposes nixing Fauci's position as NIAID director, splitting it up between 3 new institutes, literally taking away the emperor's throne and dividing it among the people. All right. Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky has proposed an amendment that would nix the position of the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, a role Dr. Anthony Fauci has occupied for more than 3 decades. That is insane. Like, I've been thinking about term limits, and especially for like government employees and stuff like that. And a lot of time you don't get your pensions and stuff like that before 20 years. So I was thinking like maybe one of those situations where you can only hold one position for a certain amount of time, and then you have to switch to another position, but that'll still count as a continuity towards your pension, so you can still end up hitting 20 years, because that's insane. This guy has been in charge for 3 decades, and he has screwed things up over and over and over again, whether we're talking about the AIDS stuff during the 80s or whether we're talking about everything that's been going on with the COOF as of late. It's just not a good, there's no reason anybody should be in charge for that long. It's time for fresh ideas. Oh boy, this is scary. Anyway. Under Paul's proposal, Fauci's role would be eliminated and replaced with 3 directors tasked with leading 3 new institutes: a National Institute of Allergic Diseases, a National Institute of Infectious Diseases, and a National Institute of Immunological Diseases. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's a very good thing to split this kind of stuff up. Competition is good. To ensure that ineffective, unscientific lockdowns and mandates are never fostered on the American people ever again, I've introduced this amendment to eliminate Dr. Anthony Fauci's position as director of the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Disease, and divide his power into 3 separate new institutes, Paul said according to a press release. This will create accountability and oversight into a taxpayer-funded position that has largely abused its power and is responsible for many failures and misinformation during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dun, dun, dun. The 3 directors would be appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate to serve 5-year terms, with no limit on the number of terms they would be able to serve, but they got to get re-upped every 5 years, which means somebody new might get to approve of them again. No one person should have the sole authority to dictate science, especially when that one person wasn't even following the science. I've said that from the beginning, and I've been proven right over and over again. On masks, lockdowns, schools, natural immunity, all of it, Paul said in an opinion piece about the amendment. Paul noted that the amendment will receive a vote this week. Fauci, who has been a proponent and controversial public figure throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, began serving as NIAID director in 1984. That was before I was born. 2 years before I was born. This guy's been serving in this position longer than I've been alive. That's insane. He is also currently serving as the chief medical advisor to President Joe Biden, because of course he is. Who else would be doing it? The guy who talks out of both sides of his mouth and can't make up a news. Senator Rand Paul, that's just more, yeah. So that was just a little bit of an update on some of the stuff going on with the ever beautiful and ever glowing and ever enjoyable fight between Fauci and Rand Paul. I love it. I've got popcorn. I'm here for it right until it's done at the very end, because I think it's beautiful. I think it's hilarious. I've had so much fun watching Rand Paul in clip after clip tear Fauci apart, and I'm hoping that when we finally take back control of the House and hopefully get a good majority in the Senate next year, well, in the fall election this year, and then to be introduced next year, hopefully we can get some of this stuff done, because I know a lot of it's just posturing right now. I know a lot of it's just, news clips and headlines and fundraiser good for commercials, and, clips good for commercials and fundraisers, all of that kind of stuff. I think that's probably what a lot of this is for right now. But once given the power, as long as we can get the spineless McConnell to actually do what we say, what the grassroots want, and come at him from a grassroots position, I think that's one of those things that I think we really can make a difference. We can pressure them. They will move if we push them. We saw that with Abbott when he was actually getting some serious primary challenges. We saw him move farther and farther right. And that will happen as long as we keep the pressure on these people. We cannot let these guys go on autopilot. We cannot just vote them in there and let them go, oh, it's all going to be fine now. No, it's going to take constant vigilance from the grassroots, putting pressure on these people to get the things out of them that we want. And a lot of that's going to be accountability for what happened during the coup. A lot of that's going to come from Senator Rand Paul. But we have to make sure that we call upon all of our senators and all of our other representatives in the House and otherwise to support him, to back his plays, and to sign on with it, so that way it'll get even more support throughout him. And it's going to take that. It's going to take phone calls. It's going to take emails. It's going to take some work. Right now, we're kind of on a break. You can take time. You can kind of relax a little bit because there's only so much we can do outside of our own local communities and areas. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be paying attention. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be keeping a constant vigilance on all of this stuff. You have to know what's going on. It is key to be able to survive what's coming. Okay, because things are about to get rough. They're about to get a lot. You think they're bad now, it's going to get worse with all this financial stuff that's going on. So you have to be paying attention. So that way, hopefully, as soon as we get the chance, as soon as we have enough power to actually maybe do something, we can at least start to tide the turn of this sinking ship and get it away from the iceberg that's about to sink. What is the United States of America? But hey, guys, that's just my common sense take. This is Jesse with the Common Man Corpus Christi, bringing you news and politics through a common sense lens. As always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are not already, send this out to your friends because you know that's the only way any of them are ever going to see it. Thank you for watching.